Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, had a horrible last night. Thus, he woke up to an even more horrible morning. Yeah, fam. Boy, it's been bad out here in these political streets lately for Donald Trump. Yeah, let's get into this article on NBC News. Judge orders Trump officials to reinstall signs and exhibits at national parks on topics like slavery and climate change. Yeah, a federal judge ordered the Trump administration on Friday to reinstall exhibits and signs on topics like slavery and climate change that it had removed from parks and monuments nationwide because they do not align with its preferred narrative. U.S. District Judge Angel Kelley in Boston issued a preliminary injunction at the behest of groups representing park conservationists, historians, and scientists who argued that U.S. Department of the Interior has been engaged in a sustained campaign to erase history and undermine science. Removing these signs not only undermines the integrity of national parks, it sets a dangerous precedent of censorship and sanitization, Kelley said. Kelley said she was ordering the government to restore the signs within 21 days by the 250th anniversary to properly honor the remarkable achievements of the United States. Attorneys for the plaintiffs, the National Parks Conservation Association, American Association for the State of Local History, and 4 other groups did not immediately respond to a request for comment, nor did an Interior Department spokesperson. President Donald Trump signed an executive order in March 2025 targeting what he called a revisionist movement that portrayed the U.S. as inherently racist, sexist, oppressive, or otherwise irredeemably flawed. We could stop right there because America is inherently racist, sexist, oppressive, otherwise irredeemably flawed. Can anybody argue with that? I mean, I'm talking about people with some sense, somebody that's not on medication. Can you really argue with that? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You can get mad about it. This is what I don't understand. For the people that do get mad about it, why don't you try something different? If you think that's so bad, why even do it? Why support it? If you think it's so bad, why support it? You know it happens. Why support it? Oh, I get it. Because it don't hurt you. Yeah. Because it benefits you. Because you are a selfish, self-absorbed entitlist. Yeah. I see you. I see you. And guess what else happened, fam? Donald Trump woke up to the news that his name is no longer on the Kennedy Center. I ain't got no problem with that. I might bust a song on this one night. I might turn that "I ain't got no problem with that" into a song, for this. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. I gotta work on it. But anyway, fam, you know what I'm talking about, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Finally, the judges in America has grown some disco balls. Yeah. Remember, fam, as he was doing all of this stuff, putting his name everywhere, taking stuff down, and everybody's looking around like, all these people got all this power. Why aren't they doing anything with it? They got the power to stop them. But they're afraid. They're scared to death. And now they're finally growing a pair. Yeah. See, this is the political version of Debo. Remember how Debo and Friday were just going around, just snatching people jewelry, beating up people, gave Pooh a black eye. Man, that wasn't cool, man. Pooh don't be messing with nobody. Get DJ Pooh a black eye. I forgot the name of the character. But anyway, Debo just going around Deboing, bullying, until Q knocked him out. Craig whooped on that ass, man. That's all it takes, fam. That's really, really all it takes. Because these bullies only are going to get away with what people allow them to get away with. This is why you absolutely must stand up to bullies. If you allow a bully to get away with something one time, the bully ain't gonna be like, okay, that was cool, I'm done with that, let me try something new. No, the bully gonna keep on messing with you. The bully gonna keep on poking the bear until the bear rip half his face off. That's how it go. You got the bully. And that's how the bully never bothers you again. Congress got to spank Trump. The judges got to spank him. The congressmen and women got to spank him. All they got to do is stand up. It's more of them than him. He needs them more than they need him. They are going to survive when he's long dead and gone. Congress will survive when he's gone. So why don't they just exercise their power? They be power tripping, fam. They want that power so badly, they're afraid to lose it. They're afraid to take that risk. And if these people love Trump so much, let me tell you something, fam. The people that love Trump ain't that smart. All the rest of the people got to do is come up with a propaganda plan, the way they came up with a propaganda plan to make them fall in love with him. That's all they got to do. They're not that smart at all. It is easy to trick them. Very easy to trick them. Remember now, Trump ain't smart. He just talk. He's always like to say, see, anybody that always talks about how smart they are, they really ain't that smart. The reason why they talk about how smart they are all the time and talk about how dumb other people are is because they want to pull the wool over people's eyes and take the attention off of how dumb they really are. Yeah. You ever notice how some people who brag about how cute they are all the time, they really ain't that cute? They might be all right, but they ain't really that cute. Yeah. Anyway, fam, moving on. They're taking his name off the Kennedy Center. They've ordered him to reinstate names and statues and images and material that he deemed to be oppressive to people that look like him. Where was all of this resistance when he first tried it? When he tried one, he gonna keep on trying. So that's what he been doing. He just keep on, till somebody step up and stop him. Then he gets stopped again. Now you got to go back to the drawing board. And now they're not so quick to make moves because now they know there's resistance. You absolutely must resist if you want respect. If you want to live in an undisturbed place or space, you must resist. So what I'm looking forward to is the people at Palm Beach, Florida. They renamed the airport, the Trump Airport, Donald J. Trump Airport or something like that in Palm Beach. And they did that under duress. Them people don't like Trump. They jump up and say, "Hey, let's name it after Trump and let's do this after Trump." They know Trump ain't trash. They know he trash, but they say stuff like that to get in good favor with him. Look what I did for you, Trump. Look what I did for you, Mr. Donald Trump. Look what I did for your master. Look what I did for your boss. Trump has been so effective with his fear tactics, his intimidation tactics, that he got white folks out here sounding like slaves. Well, what can I do for you, Mr. Master? What you gonna do for you, Master Trump? Yeah. Be scared to death. He call them a name, they just take it. Well, Mr. President, you stupid. You're really stupid. Well, Mr. President, you're stupid. You're stupid. Your whole company's stupid. Everybody, your children's stupid. Your husband's stupid. You stupid. I should have known you were stupid. Well, Mr. President, he's scared to death. Scared to death. All these people that's got these cabinet positions, major positions, man, major positions, but that's all they are. They're just symbolic. It's just for optics. They have no power. Unless you want to count the power they have on others outside of Trump. But they can't even make a move unless they get Trump's approval. And when they do something, and it turns out okay, they got to give Trump the credit. Yeah. But finally, maybe this is the latest string of losses for him will embolden other people who have positions of power who can stand up to him. Maybe it'll embolden some of these other politicians and business people, maybe it will even embolden some of these voters to stand on something. I ain't gonna hold my breath. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.